Hi everyone, it's Takara from Magnificent You, and today I want to talk about something I help people with, and that is manifesting their desires. I hate these glasses. So, I help people manifest their desires, like that's for real. And not just little bitty desires, but really big desires. Things that some people don't even dare to dream about. I help people manifest those kind of dreams. And little tiny dreams and whatever little dreams they have, but really be able to reach and really, get things out there that they don't even know is possible. So, I teach classes like this live. Where people are in front of me. I do some of this online. I've run a 2-year manifesting mastermind, and people just had extraordinary results. But the thing that I teach not only is about the tangible, physical, what are some tools, what are some techniques that you can consciously manifest your desires, but I also teach the energy and the pieces that a lot of people don't get into. In our community, in the New Age spiritual community, of course people do, but out there in the world, not that many do that. And even in the New Age spiritual community, what we find, what we know, is that most people don't really understand energy. They just don't. There's some who do, but the majority of people, even energy healers, don't really understand energy. But that's a whole other class, which I am teaching later this year. But this is about manifesting. So with this class, I help people figure out what's in their way. And just, I teach turbo tools and tips and things that I don't hear anybody else talking about. And they do make a difference. The things that I share are kind of what make the difference, all the difference in the ability to manifest or the ability not to manifest, or to manifest epically or not at all, or just little tiny ones versus real stretch goals. So that is kind of what my program is about how to really get into there and really effectively manifest. So something I want to teach you today that'll really help is, the first thing is knowing what you really want. You have to know what you really want before you do techniques like vision boards in order to manifest them. You have to get really, really, really clear about what you want. And one of the best ways to do that, it's kind of funny, kind of feels silly, kind of feels ridiculous actually, but it works. And that is, you go in the bathroom. Seriously, walk in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and start talking about what it is that you think you want. It can be a career, it can be traits in a man, it can be the kind of house you want, the place you want to live, the kind of car you want to drive, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. Better health, maybe you're trying to figure out, what is my set weight, or how much fitness do I want, and you're just not sure because you just don't know. Some of us are blessed with just knowing. We just freaking know what we want. We've always known what we wanted, but not everybody's like that. But there is a great, great way to know, and that is walk in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and talk about it. And so if you're trying to decide between this career and that career, or this location and that location, or maybe this guy and that guy, or this guy and this girl, like who knows, But whatever it is that you are contemplating, the decision between, if you go and look in the mirror and you start talking about it, you'll notice a huge difference. I've been doing this, over 20 years. I've been using this particular technique and telling others about it to know how to manifest better. And when you talk about things that really don't speak to your heart, that are really not your heart's desire, you have no energy in your face. You're like, well, maybe I want this, right? But when you start talking about the thing that you really want, the thing that lights you up, the thing that makes you excited, your whole face changes. It does. And when you see that, when you see the light in your eyes, and you see the excitement on your face, and you start speaking a little faster, that's how you know. wow, that's something I really do want. So, that right there, that tool is so powerful because so many people, they think they want this and that and the other thing. And the truth is, our heart's desires really are just a handful of things, at any one time anyway, and usually one or two things in each area of life. So it's so much easier to just focus on those and make them happen when you know what those are. So that is an idea that I know you can use and benefit from just by having today. Another one is that there is a tool that anybody can create. They're quite easy, called a vision board. That is one of the best ways in the world to manifest your desires. And the reason is, by seeing the board with the things on it that you want, it's a constant reminder to your subconscious mind that this is what we're focused on. So it's a focusing device. And the more you focus on something, the more you bring it into reality. We know that's true about things that we don't want, right? If you focus on the negative thing with the person in your life that bugs you or whatever, if you focus on that, it only gets worse. I mean, we know that stuff, right? But the things that we desire, we tend to just one day have this brainstorm, oh, I think I want this, and then we just kind of forget about it. But you don't go after the goals that you don't keep forefront in your mind and your subconscious mind. And so it's really good to have a vision board there so that once or twice a day you see it, and it's a reminder of what it is that you desire. So that's part of the reason I like teaching vision boards and leading a magnificent life, because that tool is so effective. We're not going to get into all why, and we're not going to get into all the reasons visualization works, but that is a tool that works. I have to steal the glasses again to use this. All right. Oh, the other one is, something else I want to share is, very few people, now I have done it on occasion, okay, but very few people can just sit around, meditate, decide what they want, and it just pops in their reality. It does happen, but for the most part, you have to take actions. And there's a way to know which actions to take. I mean, if you want to be like, do it the male way, the bazillion doing, and exhaust yourself and take a million actions, I mean, that will get you something. But there's another way to do it, which is so much easier, and that's use your intuition. Let your intuition tell you what's important to do, and go do that. Because if you follow the intuition and you do those things, oh my God, magic happens. I mean, I'm not kidding. So intuition is a superpower, and it's one of the things I think are like one of the most important things you can learn how to do is fine-tune and enhance your intuition. So follow your intuition. All right. So one of the things that you still need to know in order to manifest what you desire, glasses again, is you have internal and external blocks. Things that you believe, fears, limitations, and a whole laundry list of other things, which I have actually channeled in and have the complete list of what's in your way, both internally, part of you and your belief system, and externally, energetics that get in the way of you manifesting what you desire. And so it's something you need to really get a handle on. It's very important work, and it's something that I help people address. Another thing is that whole intuitive piece. How do you fine-tune and enhance it? And how do you know what's intuition versus what isn't? And the nuances around intuition and how to make that the superpower it can be. That's something else that I help people with. And finally, there is, when you're trying to manifest something, I shared that vision boards are a great way, but there is a specific way for each person. There's 3 different ways to let the universe know what it is that you desire. And you have to know which one of those is the one that you should be using. So these are all things that I'm teaching in Vision Boards and Leading a Magnificent Life. All right. So in that class, some of the things you'll learn are the effective tools and techniques that actually work to manifest huge things. All right. You'll find out all about those things that are in your way and what to do about them. That's critical because most people are like, okay, you got fear, you got this, you got that, but what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to teach you what to do. And then there are these turbo boosters, things that I call turbo boosters that there's, I don't know, 15, 20, I don't even remember. But when you do them, it is so much more effective. Even just one of them can radically enhance your ability to manifest over just creating your own vision board or something like that. So that's kind of what my upcoming class in Vision Boards and Leading a Magnificent Life is about. There are lots of people, like I said, I've taught it before, and I've taught variations of it and versions of it for a long time. And so I do have quite a lot of people that have had great success with this teaching. In my own life, I've been able to live on $1 million yacht in Fiji in the South Pacific. I've manifested a husband. I've manifested a few sports cars. Like, I've manifested all kinds of things. Really great business partners, really great opportunities. Those are the kind of things that I've manifested myself in my own life. Some of my clients, more than one of my clients, has manifested marrying a multimillionaire. What they were focused on manifesting was romance, a romantic partner. They didn't say, you know, I want to, marry a multimillionaire, but that was what happened. And they're very happily married, and that happened for more than one of my clients. The last course I taught with these techniques in it, across the board, the people who took that class, every single one of them said, I'm more confident, I'm happier, I feel like a whole new person. A whole new person in a good way. That's what I have for today.